Welcome to another week of weird MTA reroutes, all in one night. Sometimes the MTA messes up your day, but sometimes they purposely nuke your normal route home and suddenly you realize you're on a 2 train pulling into South Ferry and you're like, what is happening right now? This ain't my stop, brah! But I actually ride those weird reroutes on purpose so I can hear the rare and unusual announcements that go along with them.
This is a Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue bound F train via the G line.
Welcome to the show. Omnismack for MTA, Kinga Nathan. Thank you for joining the Patreon. It is 0 dark 13. And I'm going to take this F train from Bedford Nostrand Avenues. Weird. What the heck is this F doing at the center track on Bedford Nostrand? Let me explain. Day or night, rain or shine, 24/7, the F train does F train things and travels between Jamaica 179th Street in Queens and Coney Island Stillwell Avenue in Brooklyn. 27.14 miles of track. The second longest in the system after the A train. But not tonight. Tonight, because of fast track maintenance, the F will split into 2 parts. One travels between Queens and Delancey Essex Street in Manhattan, normal stops, and the other between Coney Island Stillwell Avenue and here, Bedford Nostrand Avenues on the G line. I assume the logic behind this split is that the F will only miss 3 stops total, not bad, and there are other ways to get to Brooklyn, not the A train tonight, but we'll get to that later. The F train via the G line. Next stop is Classen. As you can see, 12:14 a.m. I missed the announcement because of the people just randomly hanging out on the platform. Everybody's very confused, and by everybody I mean the very few people that are on the platform at this hour. Here we go. F via the G line, cross town, Classen Avenue. We're going to take it all the way to 4th Ave, 9th Street. Let's grab some weird announcements. I'm going to clip this right here. There we go. Good old R160s. My little microphone is a clip and a magnet. All the way to D and R.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Uh-oh.
After Stillwell, stand clear of the closing doors. Stand clear.
I thought we already knew that. It's pretty cool how the late night program says D, N, and R at 4th Ave. Gustavo Garcia and Cubby 8, I want to shout out. I was going to do all nighttime trains, so they gave me a route each. Very good routes. I just decided to do reroutes this time. But thank you so much for those well thought out routes.
This is a Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue bound F train via the G line. The next stop is Clinton, Washington Avenues.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Clinton, Washington.
This is Clinton, Washington Avenues.
Trying to vary the angles here.
This is a Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue bound F train via the G line. The next stop is Fulton Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is Fulton Street. This is a Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue bound F train via the G line. The next stop is Hoyt Skirmahorn Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
The F train to Hoyt Skirmahorn.
Attention passengers, A trains are not running between Taylor Street and Edgewood Avenue in direction because of fast track maintenance. A trains are running in 2 sections between 207th Street and Canal Street. And on the E line, to and from Grand Place Country and between Utah Avenue and Leopard's Boulevard Far Right. 3 shuttle buses are making all stop to J Street Metrotech and Utah Avenue. And loop between J Street Metrotech and York Street, stopping at High Street.
This is Hoyt Skirmahorn Street.
Attention everyone. If you have questions or need to report an issue to the police, the NYPD is located at the station.
Transfer is available to the A train.
No, it's not. It's definitely not.
This is a Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue bound F train via the G line. The next stop is Bergen Street.
Stand clear
Transfer
of the
is most
closing doors,
definitely
please.
not available because that pink tape tells me that no go. The infamous MTA pink tape.
This is Bergen Street. This is a Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue bound F local train. The next stop is Carroll Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
All right, well, fun's over for the F, but we are not done. This is a crazy, wacky night. Not to mention there's something that I definitely want to see, and you'll want to see too, at 4th Avenue, 9th Street. Yep, there's a reason I'm doing this transfer this way. Oh, come on.
We are being held here by the dispatch and will be moving shortly. Thank you for your patience.
As always, day or night, held at the stop before where I need to change. Typical MTA, but I can just cut all that out for you. Here we are. Now we find a fired bullet. All right, I am going to take the R train now. This is going to be the only train I take tonight that is not going to be a reroute. Like, I've strung together all the reroutes. But first, there's a wacky sign I want to find. It's on one of the stairwells to Bay Ridge. There it is. Boom. Look at that. Who wants to go to Bay Parkway on the Brown M? We are so back. That is a very clean sticker peel too. Yeah, look at that. You can see where it's like it just peeled right off the whole thing. Very cool seeing a Brown M this deep into Brooklyn. Only seen them in Atlantic Avenue and Manhattan. Oh, we got another sticker. Weird. There's a sign under a sign. Somebody tried to get that one. Not sure what's happening there, but I'm not touching it. 7 minutes. The BMT subway. Let's go, BMT. Toward Manhattan. Hello, MTA. Maintenance workers. 9 minutes for the D. You know what? It's kind of boring to take the R. Let's wait for the D train. It's just 3 more minutes. Why not? There's the R.
This is a Manhattan-bound R train. The next stop is Union Street.
The R to Whitehall Street. Late night schedule, baby. Here comes our D train. So the D doesn't normally stop here at 4th Avenue, 9th Street. What gives? This is a normal reroute. Actually, daytime, the D train runs express between 36th Street and Atlantic Avenue Barclays Center. But on the MTA's overnight map, you see the D making local stops along this 4th Avenue line route. Yeah, so it happens every night. Whatever. Still, it's all a wacky day. Yes, it is. Good old R62 magnetic screw on the speaker cover. That took a long time to get to Union. We are not going fast. I am speeding it up for you.
Manhattan D train decal is next. Please stop and stand clear.
I didn't change speakers. I don't know what happened. Like, I didn't change where the microphone is. She just started speaking more clearly into the PA system, I guess. Oh, so slow. Well, there's red lights flash. There's one. See him. Look at it. Look at him. Look at him go. Look at him go. Little workers. They look so tiny. Go, go, go.
Here you go.
All right. That's enough of that. Now that the local nighttime D is done, we're going to transfer to the Q to Manhattan. What's so special about that? The Q always stops at DeKalb Avenue. Does the Q always stop on the R track at DeKalb Avenue, though? During midday construction, you'll often catch the Q train running along the R line in one direction between DeKalb Avenue and Canal Street, but then it goes the normal route across the Manhattan Bridge in the other direction. What's different about tonight is that it's using the R line in both directions, and so is the N train, so the entire south tracks of the Manhattan Bridge are not in use tonight. Why, you ask? Fast track maintenance. Okay, let's get some horrible R46 speaker announcements. Hooray! Couldn't even give me a 68. Let's have a listen. We're a 68A.
Q train to the passengers due to scheduled maintenance. All Q service in both directions will be going via the R line between DeKalb and Canal Street in Manhattan. Again, all Q service in both directions are going to be going via the R line from between DeKalb and Canal Street. We're going to be making regular stops once we get to Canal Street, but we're going to make all stops from here to Canal Street, then back on the Q line, making regular stops up down to 96th Street. Next stop on this train is J Street Metrotech. Step in, stand with those.
Okay, I take it all back. That was probably the clearest R46 speaker I have ever heard. On
J Street Metrotech.
to J Street and then Court Street.
This is Urban Q train, making stops by the R line. The next stop is Court Street. Step in, put
The
up.
Q at J Street. Again, I'm not sure why they didn't rename Court Street Borough Hall Court Street or something.
Court Street. This is a Manhattan Q local train. Whitehall will be next. Step in, stay with us.
Now we get to take the Q through the Montague Tubes. Fun fact, Broad Street on the J line connects to the Montague Tubes. That's how the M got to Brooklyn, the brown M.
Whitehall, South Ferry.
All right, we're done with that. Yay. We took the Q to Whitehall Street. What is the R doing on the center track? It's because the R terminates at Whitehall Street and goes back to Bay Ridge late night. Let's say goodbye to our R and Q friends. Now that that wacky reroute is done, we're going to take the 2 from South Ferry here. Escalator fun first. Wait a minute. The 1 stops at South Ferry. Oh, whatever, you get it. It's a wacky night. Yeah, we're going to go say what's up. What's up, 2 train? Let's see if there's one on the platform. There is not. Well, dang, 13 minutes to kill. I guess I should explain why the 2 is stopping here tonight. Track maintenance. The end. Okay, here's a bit more for those not familiar with the New York City subway. The 2 train is the 3rd longest line in the system at 25.56 miles of track. It always runs between Wakefield 241st Street in the Bronx and Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn College in Brooklyn, making express stops in Manhattan during the day and local stops at night. But tonight, just like with the F, they chopped it in 2. No 2 train between Chambers Street and Manhattan and Atlantic Avenue Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Not only that, they rerouted it to the 1 line between Chambers Street and South Ferry. So that's why there's a 2 train here. Okay, it just said, there was an automated voice that said, this downtown 2 train is not in service. This is the last stop on this train. I was really sad that I missed that announcement. I don't sound the same as it. Pretty cool. I've seen this before. I think I've seen the 3 here before also. 7th Avenue Local. To South Ferry, wow. Still got a couple minutes before it takes off. Let's see what happens. They got it programmed in there and everything. Oh wow, there's people who are just sort of definitely hanging out on the train for the night. A lot of people just not getting off. Let's see what we got. Strip map is pointing to the wrong way. I guess the announcements are just going to have to be handheld. That's okay, I only have to take it a couple of stops because once it gets to Chambers Street, it's just going back to regular 2 service. It's 2 to South Ferry. Last stop.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please. The electronics...
Oh, you interrupted Charlie. Come on. Wakefield 241. Okay, whatever. The next stop is Rector. Very cool that they have this programmed in. They didn't let him finish about the electronic strip maps. There it is. The map is not in use. This map is not in use. And we are still at South Ferry, going slow.
This is Rector Street.
Okay, we got a this is Rector Street. Are we going to get a this is a 2 train via the 1 line?
This is a Bronx-bound 2 train. The next stop is WTC Cortland.
Yikes.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Okay, it didn't say via the 1 line, but that was a heck of a splice, wasn't it?
Attention everyone, there are over 150 accessible subway stations. Please check mta.info/elevators for real-time elevator status at your station.
Okay, I will.
This is
WTC Portland.
connection is available to PATH trains.
This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the front and center of the platform.
Front and center.
This is a Bronx-bound 2 train. The next stop is Chambers.
That's it for that. And we're done with that. That was a tiny little reroute. Let's find an elevator. She said they were at the front and center of the platform, so let's go there. We'll go all the way to the front, I think. Was it here? No, I think there is one there, but I don't want to go out there. Oh man, the opposite track said there is a downtown 2 train to South Ferry approaching the station. Another announcement I missed. I hope you heard it. I tried to pull out in editing. Does this elevator smell like pee? Okay, this elevator is very well lit. High ceiling, doesn't feel cramped, lots of room, clean. It smells clean. Like it doesn't smell like nothing. It smells like cleaning stuff. It smells pretty good. This is like 4.75. If it smelled like nothing, it'd be 5 stars. Yes, I prefer 0 smells in my elevator, thank you. But smelling clean is decent. And there's Path way over there.
The elevator to Newport Station, which operates from the center platform.
Wow. It is goodness, so empty. It occurs to me as I walk through this empty Oculus, maybe I should have gone the opposite direction so I could get the announcements better. You know, I would get this is a South Ferry bound 2. That's a shame. I'll see if I can get the World Trade Bound A announcement that I'm about to take. Just look behind me though, like nobody's here. Nobody. Except for like that one person. And security. Gotta have security to make sure nobody's here. Oh man, I am tired. It says pull and I didn't. Let's go this way. Omni, Smack, Andrew, Melbourne Transport. Thank you for your continuing city ticket sponsorship. Appreciate you. Okay, now we go to the E train. Or do we? Just got to go around this little corner here. It's a really hard to find corner. And here we are at World Trade. And there's an A train here. Well, this is interesting. R179A. Makes me wonder if I should take this one or the R211. Wait for an R211. The A train easily claims the title for longest line in the New York City subway system at 32.39 miles of track. It travels between Inwood 207th Street in Manhattan all the way to Far Rockaway in Queens. But, in keeping with tonight's theme, it gets chopped in two. No A train between Chambers Street in Manhattan and Utica Avenue in Brooklyn because, say it with me, fast track maintenance. Also, the MTA decided to reroute them one stop to the World Trade Center E-Line terminus. Oh man. So that's why we're here, and this ain't your stop, bruh. This one doesn't leave for 25 minutes according to the board. I mean, the R211 doesn't leave for 25 minutes. Let's get the announcement on this anyway and see what's up. Let's at least look at the board, look at the displays. See how well it's programmed. Open the door, there you go. Here. So yeah, it says World Trade. I'm guessing the R211s have it all programmed in, right? They're pretty good about that. Next stop, Canal Street? Yeah, that's right. Well, this one's kind of a waste. I'm not going to get any announcements that are any good because Canal Street's normal. I should have gone the opposite direction and terminated. Man, I really messed up.
Platform leaving first. Straight across the platform is the next A train.
Oh, apparently the train across the platform's leaving first, so we're going to ride an R211 after all. Kind of would have rather ridden the R179. This is World Trade. Because they tend to whack up the announcements big time. Oh my goodness. Sleepy person. Another sleepy person. Let's go to a different car without sleepy people. Sleepy person. Another sleepy person. Let's try another car. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like that one will be good over there. Oh. There's the map for World Trade. Good for them. Transfer connection to the 2N. Okay, I think we're good here. Oh, there are just too many sketchies.
The next stop is Canal Street.
They're mostly sleepies, not sketchies. I'm trying to get a picture real quick of this A at World Trade. There we go. Click. Having a tough time sleeping on the train, hey?
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Okay, well, that's unfortunate. This is normal Canal Street.
Attention everyone. If you have questions or need to report an issue to the police, the NYPD is located at the station.
Transfer is available to the E train. This is 202nd Street bound A local train. The next stop is Spring Street.
Yeah, it just says A local. We're taking this all the way to 42nd Street. Really just kind of looking for, like, refuse trains or something. Yeah, hopefully see some wacky roll signs.
Overnight service from the A airport. Terminate in Manhattan. A train terminal at Chambers Street, F train terminal at the next terminal. Service to the A train terminal to the L train at 14th Street to Broadway Junction.
I'm holding that microphone up to the
This
speaker.
is 207th Street bound A
Skill issue.
local train. The next stop is West 4th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
West 4th, the station that's not really good at anything it's supposed to do.
Well, agent service in Brooklyn, use the L train at 14th Street to Broadway Junction. F trains terminating at Delancey Street. Do not use the F train as an alternative. Once again, you can only Brooklyn, use the L train at 14th Street. Take the L train to Broadway Junction. A train service in Brooklyn. Shuttle buses are replacing A train between J Street Metro Tech and Utica Avenue.
That's a good idea. Yeah, if I had to go out to Far Rockaway.
West 4th Street. Transfer is available to the D, E, and F train. This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the rear of the platform.
Anything here?
207th Street bound A
Ah.
local train. The next
Dang, I thought maybe there'd be something here at West 4th.
Stand clear of the
There's not even any people here. Why is this is New York? I usually see more people out of this hour. I guess because it's not summertime. It's cold.
This is 207th Street bound A local train. The next stop is 23rd Street.
23. Don't usually stop there.
This is 23rd Street.
It's not the good 23. It's not the 23 with the good boys on the F line.
This is 207th Street bound A local train. The next stop is 34th Street. Penn Station.
Ah, yes, 34th Street Penn Station with the split local and express tracks.
This is
And we're on the local
207th
track.
Street bound A local train. The next stop is 42nd Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors.
They didn't let her
please.
finish saying Port Authority Bus Terminal. How do I know where I'm stopping? Oh man, there's an A train headed back the other way. Dang it. A couple things I want to do. I unfortunately saw an A train passing downtown, but I want to get that World Trade Center announcement on the A. And then I'll head to where I'm going to head. So let's go to the downtown A platform. And wait for a, well, let's see how long it takes for a downtown A. My dude turns left and turn along the wall. Ah, yes. Somebody's yelling. That's typical New York. 18. Ugh. 30. 20-minute headways are brutal. Well, I'm here. May as well wait. I want to do the same thing on the 2. So according to the MTA app, the A will get here in 18 minutes, and the 2 will get here in 21 minutes. So as soon as I get the announcement here, I gotta book it to the 7th Avenue line to get the 2 announcement to South Ferry. I don't know. We'll see if I can do it. I like how it all says World Trade, World Trade. Very good. Up, delays in both directions. EMS assistance at Chambers Street. Wait, it doesn't stop at Chambers Street. You know what? It's been 15 minutes and the timing for the 2 train has pulled ahead of the timing for the A train. So I'm just going to go ahead and get the 2 train audio and assume that since the A train is R211, it's just going to say this is a World Trade Center bound A train. Yeah, because the R211s are dope and they don't seem to get stuff wrong very often. Man, I haven't seen this hallway this empty since COVID. There's not even anybody behind me. Nuts. This is crazy. My dude's spreading bleach to clean. It's just like COVID. Okay, this signs are weird. That sign has the bullets in one order. That sign has it in a different order, and this sign yet a different order, and this one in yet a different order. But anyway, we're going downtown in Brooklyn. 1, 2, 3. How long till it gets here? 4 minutes. Yep, now it says the A train will be here in 2 minutes, and the 2 train where I am is going to be here in 2 minutes also. Forced to choose. 2 to Brooklyn will not run. Of course, please take the inner queue.
South Ferry approaching the station. Please stand away from the
there it is.
edge.
2 train to South Ferry approaching the station. I got the announcement.
Local train. The next stop is 34.
Somebody was standing in the doorway. Anyway, I'll see if I can pull the other one out in editing from across the platform at World Trade Cortland. One last reroute. Let's do it. South Ferry bound 2 train is. I really wanted to get that, but somebody was right in the doorway. Sleepy dude on the stairs. That's a very inconvenient place to be sleepy. Inconvenient for me. It's interesting. There's not as big a police presence, or even barely any police presence, like there was last time I took all nighttime trains. There's some here, and there was some at World Trade, and I think that's it. That's all I've seen. I've seen a lot of very sleepy and sleeping people, but I mean, it is almost 3 o'clock in the morning. Up. I hear honking. I heard a horn. That usually means a refuse train. This late at night. Ah, dang it. Come on. Ah, dang it. It was just a Q train. Honking to make sure there were no MTA workers in the way. There's an R68 queue, so that's something, I guess. Yeah, I didn't bother checking the roll signs. All right, as I was saying, check this sign out. Shuttle open, 5:45 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. 5:45 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. But it is 2:21 a.m. Why is the shuttle train running this late at night? It's not a reroute, but let's go over it anyway. This isn't the first time there have been overnight routes that affect either the 7th Avenue Line 123 or the Lexington Line 456. When either line is disrupted overnight, the MTA likes to run one shuttle train outside of regular hours so passengers can transfer more easily between the 2 lines and get where they need to go. I think this might actually be the first time I will have ever taken the Times Square shuttle during overnight hours. Let's do it then. 1941. So yeah, there are not a whole lot of places this shuttle train could reroute to. But It's weird that I can ride it right now, so I'm doing it. Close the doors. Do it. Oh. It's late at night. We don't get a bing bong, we just get a bing. It's a tired shuttle train from going back and forth when it's supposed to have time off. Oh, there's the other shuttle train, the Zootopia one. They didn't want to run that one overnight, I guess. And that'll do it for tonight's string of wacky MTA reroutes. I mean, like even more reroutes than usual for overnight trains. Oh no, oh no. It's not a shuttle train, it's a 7 train. R62A7 train. It's always puzzled me how that opening is so small that you can barely see the 7 inside of it. Or any, that one's slightly better. Oh, because it was made for Accidents Grotesque bullets, right? When they started using Helvetica, they got bigger. Somebody's been conquesting. Anyway, that was a fun little treat. It would have been cool if it was like something other than a 7, but still kind of cool. All right, well, that'll do it. I hope you enjoyed this weird night of MTA reroutes. Leave in the comments if you want to see more of this kind of stuff. Leave your car at home. You should be asleep at night. Take the train during the day. It's dead out here. Look at this. Look, nobody's here. Nobody. 0 people. Grand Central. Leave your car at home. Take the train.